Hello, my name is Steve Gray and I live in Jerome, Arizona, and I make kaleidoscopes. I have a wood studio here, or a wood shop, and I like making kaleidoscopes of unusual components and combinations. This is called Whirling Fantasy, and there's various components. We're seeing three different cylindrical shapes. Those are three different kaleidoscopes, or a teleidoscope. And a teleidoscope is a kaleidoscope that has a lens in front of it. And we have three different configurations. I'll talk about those in a minute. But what we want with a teleidoscope is there's no moving parts in it and no glass or color in the scope itself. Whatever you aim it at, you get the image. So right now, I have a tray. It's made out of figured walnut, and the armature of these three arms, also figured walnut. The barrels are from a curly maple, and with walnut details, blackwood top knot accent. Now this all hangs as a kinetic sculpture, and it all hangs on these three cables. And what I did is I gave it one push, and it's still running. And so it's a very simple mechanism. It's, just hangs there. It's like when you're a kid and you wind yourself up on a swing and you unwind and wind back up. So that's pretty much what's going on here. So it's fun to look at the wood through here, but eventually it seems to kind of repeat itself. So what you can do, and each scope comes with satin fabric. This is black satin with some butterflies on it. So I'm going to use that as a background, a black background. And it just goes on the turntable. You can use many different things on here. Some successful things are yarn, which I have here. These are some custom yarns. You go into the yarn shop, some purple, some white. There was a very nice combination with seashells put together. Here's a kind of a fun yarn. It's got little squares on it. And there's orange, kind of a red orange, a little bit of blue. Now, here's something to aim it at. And here's one of those feathers you can put in your hair and you can put it on a hat. We could put that on there too. I'm going to hold that off just for a moment. So you can pretty much put anything you want on there. If it gets a little bit off balance, it doesn't run as long, it doesn't really hurt it too much. You can take some weight, but I won't put tons of weight on it. So now we have these three telescopes aimed at this colorful collection. And a spin like that will make it run for about a minute to two. So now we're going to go and look through each teleidoscope individually and talk about its different components. Here we are looking at a video, an image, through a teleidoscope that has multiple lenses on the end, suspended in a viscous liquid. I'm turning it by hand now to catch different components. And release it and it goes faster. Here is a view through another one of the teleidoscopes of Whirling Fantasies. This is called the chorus line. It's got a series of rectangular images. And now I'm turning it by hand. You can just select out different parts of the image you like right there. That's fun. This is all aimed at a turntable that has yarn on it. I'm going to let go of it and let it run by itself. Here we have an image through one of the teleidoscopes of Whirling Fantasies. The turntable is barely moving right now. I'm going to grab it and I'm going to give it about half a turn. Now as the turntable turns, the image moves pretty fast and pauses a little bit at each end. This particular teleidoscope has 3 mirrors with an 8-point mandala as a focus point. I'm going to slow it down again. And you can also just turn this by hand very slowly.